Welcome back to the next episode of Cities Skylines Fix My City with me, Biffa. And here we are in the city of Axvall, sent in by Pippin 1001. And this is a pretty big city. 300,000 population in this city. It is pretty huge. And as most people do, you are running this city with despawning turned on. So the traffic as it stands is not too bad, but when we turn despawning off, this traffic is going to be pretty rough. So we are going to do one of our normal little tests, but before we do that, I was just having a look around at the little islands that you've got here. Imagine living in one of these high rises on these cool little islands here. I do like that. I like that a lot. It's a funky looking city. Got some nice little houses down here on the beach. I like this one. I like this one a lot. Very nice, very nice. So let's take a look at the traffic. If we can just sort of zoom out like this, and we'll see what the percentage is. I think at the moment it's only going to be like about 70%. So we've already got some hotspots where it gets pretty busy. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Traffic Manager, and I am going to make the traffic even worse to make the job of fixing it even harder. So it's currently despawning is turned on. That is how the game normally works, but with this mod you can toggle it. So I'm going to turn that off. We have no despawning, hard mode, bigger traffic jams, and then we're going to leave it in this mode here for a few minutes. And it's hard to sort of get the whole city in one go, but we're going to see how bad the traffic gets. So I will be back with you in a moment or two. Okie dokie, let's see what we're up to here. Yeah, things have got a lot worse. Let's see what the percentage is. I reckon around 38%. 41%. Well, there we go. That wasn't too bad a guess, was it? So, yeah, we have a few hotspots around here. I mean, things are moving, but yeah, we're getting a few chock-a-block spots that we need to work on. Let's have a look at that. That is getting super busy coming off the highway. And I know long-time viewers are already spotting some things that will probably need to change. So that's good. That's good. That means you're learning. If you're spotting things as well, then you're learning. So let's just take a look. I'm just having a look around, get an overall sort of view of what's going on. So we've got a lot of junctions like this, sort of big T junctions where it's just stopping and see things like this. Let's just start here. Why not? Let's just come out of that. 40%. So what have we got here? We've got nothing particular here. Do we have any giveaway signs? We do. Now this is such a busy junction. This is a big, fat, busy road hitting another big, fat, busy road that's going through. What would be better is if that hit the roundabout rather than here, so then all that traffic could keep moving instead of it coming into each other like that. But that could move if this wasn't so blocked up, which again has hit another T-junction. I should have a quick look here. I'm sorry, Guy, but you're going to get deleted. So we've got dedicated turning lanes there. We don't have them here, so let's do that. And I'm actually just going to put a timed traffic light. So with this, you can do control left click, and it will do an automatic timed traffic light to let these people come out a bit. Although you can see most of them are just turning right. So even though this is going to change, they're going to have nowhere to go anyway, look. So that's right. I mean turning left, beg your pardon. So there we go. Now it's turn left, and they can't go anyway because of this. Let's just see how your roundabout's set up. So you've got giveaway signs coming on and off. Just need some more dedicated turning lanes here. There we go. Let's do control shift left click. We've got a lot of... Yeah, I've had a few comments about this. So let's just put this one on. When you do control shift left click, let's put this on so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Oh, move over there. So I'm doing control shift and left click. So it does giveaway signs, speeds it up, but it also does this and stops lane changing here, which is what I want. So when there's a lot of traffic like this, I want that to happen because they can pick their lane there. There we go. Look, so he's come out and he's used the node to pick that lane, and then he's going to stay in that lane until he gets to this node, then he'll change. So that's what we want to see, and he's gone over there somewhere, rather than lane changing in the middle, which will help keep things moving a little bit more. I don't want them stopping there, so I'm going to say keep going through. See, they've used that to lane change as well. What have we got? Yeah, so I can see why you've done that. What I'm going to do actually is take this one here. There we go. And I'm going to upgrade this one here as well. There we go. So we've got that as one long continuous piece. So I'm going to say no lane change in the middle. They can do it when they get into this node here. You've actually got 3 lanes there and not 3 lanes here, but there's not that many coming this way, so that's fine. And then we'll just say here, go through, and they will automatically pick their lane here. So this bit is clearing up a bit already, which is good. So the more that clears up, the more this will keep going. Oh, autosave. Quick sip of tea. And then we could do the same here. So we've got people blocking this up. So this sort of thing, don't do it everywhere. Some people like to do this everywhere. Don't do that. I'm also going to remove that one. So hopefully what's going to happen is this will all keep moving. They'll pick their lane here, and then they'll, if they need to change, they can pick over here as well. Unfortunately, you've got a great big industrial steel plant right off of this road, which isn't very good because you're going to have cars coming in and out and causing traffic. I'm just seeing whether we could possibly move that somewhere else. What would be quite good, actually, I want to just move that out the way somewhere and then put it back again. Is we're going to do what I was going to do, but we're going to do it over here. So let's just grab an asymmetric road. I would say about there. Space ready occupied. No, it's not. Come on, don't be silly now. There we go. That's fine. We'll make sure that's got dedicated turning lanes. Control left click. We'll make sure it's got give way. Then we'll grab an industry road. This one here. And we'll just continue that out. We might as well just make that go in a nice straight line. And then we're going to move that from there to down here. There we go. So they can come in, turn around, go out. And that traffic coming out won't be as bad as what's going along here. Certainly not as bad as what's coming along here. So that will just keep these moving and they won't have any issues, hopefully. And then eventually this won't be as bad. We've still got... Let's have a look. I want no lane change in there or there. They can change their lane here if they want to on the node. And that will just keep all of this moving. So anybody turning right can back up all the way up there. And then ideally, you don't want these off of this main road either. So to be honest, we could just move that over here. There we go. So that's going to hopefully keep that going. A little bit better than it was before. So this is coming down to here. This is, let's just double check how this roundabout's set up. Yeah, we've got the same there and the same there. What are we at? 34%. So it's getting worse before it gets better. We will get there. We will get there. I like this. So you've got these sort of merging out. So it's quicker and easier to get on to the roundabout. You've for some reason got give way on there. Well, you don't want that. What you want is carry on through and a bit of you go there. So they only go this way and they only go that way. You've got 3 lanes going into 2 lanes. You could... And 3 lanes there as well. Yeah, we're going to change that. We're going to upgrade that to that and that to that. Because you might as well. You've got plenty of space on the roundabout. And then we'll just do this again. You go there. Stop that. So they're going to pick their lane here. Let's change that. Dedicated lanes. Dedicated lanes everywhere. Yes, they'll pick their lane here, then they'll come around here, and if they need to go right, that's fine, all straight on. So already, look, see that's cleared up. Right, so back to this junction where we put the automatic traffic lights on there. It's not helping a huge amount because, I mean, the traffic was a lot worse, so it has helped a bit, I suppose. But this is still backing up here because this is quite slow. Everybody wants to get into this area with all of our industry and all buildings and all that sort of stuff. We've got traffic lights at the end here, which is stopping all of this. So let's just do a little bit of stuff here. We're going to do dedicated lanes there. And what I'm going to do is take away those traffic lights. And we're going to say, we really want you just to keep going. Don't stop here. And I want anybody else along here to give way. So that just keeps these going. Ah, look, there we go. We need to just, whoops, we need to just change that to dedicated turning lanes. There we go. So now they'll use both the lanes, which is much more what we want to see. And we want this to be give way. like that rather than traffic lights, and keep on going. And then just a little bit of don't change your lanes here, pick it when you come in. And then hopefully we just sort of keep our eye on this and this and this bit down here and that road up there. That should start to clear up a little bit. So let's keep our eye on that for a minute. Okay, so this down here is definitely getting better. Now, what is causing a bit of a hoo-ha is this section here. So I'm just going to check out what's going on over here for a start. So these are... let's have a look. Yeah, they're giving way. Well, I don't really want them to give way. I'd like those to keep going through. But they don't need to give way if they can get in here. I feel like this needs more lanes through here. We've got 3 lanes. Yeah, we're going to make this... let's pick this road here. There we go. And we're going to upgrade this. 3 lanes all the way through. So now these are going to get more chance to get out. These have got 3 lanes to go onto anyway. And this here will get a dedicated turning lane. So will that. Yeah. So the idea is try and get this traffic down here. But this is all backing up on this section. So let's just have a look what's happening. So we've got 2 lanes coming in. They are taking 1 lane each. You've done that. You've stopped them lane changing there. They can lane change here, which is fine. But I think we probably need to just beef this up a little bit. There we go. And we're going to do that. So we've got 3 lanes going on. I'm going to also do it here. And let's just have a look. If I do that, so we get 1 lane going off, 2 then go on into 3, which is fine. 3 go into 3, and then up here it goes down into 2 plus 1, so that's 3 going into 2. So this bit here, the lane mathematics doesn't quite add up, but there's not that many coming down here. I'm also going to do that. So they go straight through and don't turn around the corner. So I'm stopping any of these coming off here from lane switching. They're going to get stuck in that lane, that lane, that lane, and then they can go into one of these. But then when they come out here and they've got the nodes that they're going to go through on the roundabout, they can change lanes. So that will help. I'm just wondering whether we could just make use of an asymmetrical road along here. So if we had 2 lanes, which we have got, one of them goes off. This here needs to be an asymmetrical road. So let us just see what options we've got. If I could spell it right. Yeah. So I want this one here. 3 and a 2. Bit of lane mathematics for you coming up. So let's do that and that. And we'll turn that one around. There we go. So that one comes off, these 2 go straight on. And then we've got 2 plus 1 here goes 3, which is what we want. So if we do that, you can see everybody gets a lane. So now these guys and girls can come straight out without stopping. I have allowed lane switching here now, because otherwise these will get stuck in that lane and just head up there. So but that means these don't have to keep pausing like that. Look, they can just all keep going, all keep going. And look, oh, look, this has gone down a lot now. So hopefully that will keep them moving. I don't want lane switching in the middle there. Once you've come in, you can lane switch here, got the dedicated lane again, and then once they've all stopped being confused, hopefully, I mean, this turning off down here right after the roundabout is actually not good at all. If I went like this, they could get up there and go round, and that just means we don't need this bit here. That's so much better. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't do that before. So we'll pick that one there. We'll upgrade this one. There we go. 2 coming in. Blah, blah, blah. No lane changing in the middle. We come straight in. Merge there. Go along here. This has gone down. So now I'm actually thinking this could be a mini roundabout to keep all of this going. Let's just check how the highway's looking. So where they're coming off here. Yeah, got dedicated turning lane and 1 lane. So that's fantastic. So this might just be a little bit of time needed. So what I'm going to do is just watch this here. I wonder whether those lights don't change often enough. Let's take a look. Okay, so it's on the one that's going now, which is number 1. We're going to stop that. We're going to edit number 1. We're going to upgrade that to, I'm going to say 15. We'll leave the minimum as it is, but we'll upgrade the maximum to 15. And then we'll start that again. And it will pick some other random place in the sequence to start. Oh, there we go. It's back to what we want. Now, the game is on full speed, but because we've got nearly 300,000 inhabitants, it's running a little bit slower. Okay, now we can see the traffic on the left here is not backing up anymore. It's got 1 or 2 vehicles, which is great, which means this is going to run much longer. And hopefully, as the traffic goes down here, the lane switching in the middle here isn't going to cause as many issues. Because what I would like to see is all 3 of these lanes used. But what I don't want to do is force anybody into a lane that they're not going to use. But, I mean, this is going to take a while for all of this to back down. Yeah, it is my lane forcing thing that I've done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear that one there. So any of these that want to come into this lane and take this little bypass of the roundabout can do. It's going to take a minute or two for the to have some space to be able to do that. But we can see it's backing up less and less the more the time goes on. What are we at? 30%. It's got a bit worse. Well, let's find somewhere else in the city, and we can always come back to Spruce Mineral Industry and see how that's improved in a bit. Right, so I'm just looking at this area over here, and we can see this is really bad for traffic. This is a big oil industry, yeah. And there, I'm thinking, where is all your cargo going? And there is down here a cargo hub. You don't have the train hooked up. And I'm thinking, well, if these guys want to get down to here, where have they got to go? And there's this one little one-way road here, which they can go down, which then means they have to go up here, round the roundabout, then down here, back onto this, which is fine because it's going one way. But then I'm thinking, how much of this is blocking people up from getting down there? So let's pick this in-game tool here and have a look at this road. How many people are actually using it? Barely anybody, and they're already coming down the highway. So why are these guys and girls here not taking their stuff over there? I really don't know, and that might be to do the way this roundabout's set up. So I want to give that the one-click quick setup. So it's going to stop any lane changing in the middle, which is good, because that was blocking things up. I'm going to add an extra lane onto here, so we're going to grab that road there and upgrade that, just so we can get more people coming in and moving, because this is sort of going in a big circle. They're going up there, they're getting stuck, they're coming down there, they're getting stuck. It's not really going anywhere. And I am wondering as well, yeah, so it's just the sheer amount of traffic which is killing all of this. But where are they all coming from? Let's see. So we pick this road. They're all coming from down the highway. Almost seems like they're just coming from everywhere rather than one particular spot. Coming from outside the city. So that tells me maybe we're importing a lot of stuff, oil products. So it might be that you're just not making enough oil. Yeah, and if we have a look at Aspen oil field here, you're importing, what's that, like 2/3 of your oil that you need to be turned into, like you've got over here, turned into plastics and all of that. That is basically what is happening. Right, we'll grab oil-specific storage. So you've got none of those that I can see in this area, and we'll fit one, and 2 in here. And we are going to put those on fill. So that's going to keep the oil here, and then be ready to ship over to these buildings here. Right, so let's move away from the traffic for a few moments. Let's have a look at our transportation. So you've got no buses, no trolley buses, no trams, a lot of metro, no train, no ferry, no air transport lines, no monorail or anything else. Well, let's have a look at your metro. So lots of vehicles, lots and lots of passengers, which is fantastic. Let's just double check. So most of these, I think you've gone through and you've upped the budget, haven't you, quite a lot. So you haven't got a lot of people waiting around, and you can afford to do that because you're making tons of money. So that's good. What I'm assuming you've done is in your overall budget over here, yeah, you've upped your metro budget. So that's good. So not lots of people waiting around. That's what you want to see. Keep the people moving. I'm just checking like these ones here where you've got 11 vehicles. Yeah, they're all being used. They're all being used, and none of your metros backed up. So that is good. Right, here we are back over in the spruce mineral industry area. And that has got a lot better. Look, this is not backing up much at all along here. This is not backing up much at all, which is fantastic. This is all cleared up, and this is all cleared up. So like you see there, look, they're doing a bit of lane switching. These guys are diving from the outside onto the inside. That's fine because there's not much traffic. So it is moving all along fantastically. There's a little bit of lane mathematics I've spotted we can do here. 3 lanes down to 2 in both directions. And not 100% needed, but we could just do Hugo there. Where they come out, there we go, so they can merge nicely. And that is working much, much better. And then this road down here, much better. This is always going to be busy. You've got a lot of storage right next to each other, but it's fine. It's not backing up too much. I mean, these sort of roads along here that you've got a lot of stuff on, I mean, it's nice to use the industry roads, but you might just find upping these ones like this to these 2-lane each direction, these 4-lane roads, just gives people space to go by and people space to drop off at the storage as well. So that is looking really good. I'm pleased with that. Just noticed here on the other side of the industry where everybody's coming out, they're hitting this road here and they're struggling. They're struggling to get out. It's picked a 2-lane road. Let's just change that to a 3-lane road. There we go, like that. And then we do a quick Control Shift left click. There we go. So hopefully that will move a little bit quicker. You don't need to stop right back there. You can drive up to the line. Okay, just across the way from that industry, we have our forestry area, our Sunnyside farm, and this little setup here. Couple of things that we could change. For some reason, you've gone big road, 6-lane road, both directions, 2-lane road. We don't need all of that at all. Let's just take this one here. Oh, 64%. Fantastic. Like that. Let's just keep these roads. So you're not going to get people getting in each other's way as much. That is 3-lane highways. Let's just do a Control Shift click. Make sure that's all set up. A couple of cars will disappear because we've suddenly changed the rules, which is fine. I don't mind that at all. And then when we get down here, these are all getting all over the place because they're all trying to turn left, get in each other's way. But there's a roundabout right here. So we can say, don't turn left, turn right. Yeah, so that will keep going. These will merge. And then they'll probably bump into each other there. And then they can pick their lane over here and go where they want to go. So that will keep all of this moving, which will keep this moving, which will keep these moving. Let's take that off. That doesn't need to be on there. Let's, yeah, get that set up as it should be. What I'm going to do is just slightly amend this bit here. Okay, so what that's going to do, let's just clear that one out there. There we go. What that's going to do is, there we go, dedicated turning lanes. There's now more space between these 3 junctions. So these people here, they've got a longer space to queue, but they've got more time to get out before these cars come round. So hopefully, let's just move these out of the way. Hopefully that should help. Just perhaps one more thing I'm going to do. A lot of cars are using this as a cut through, perhaps to get from here to over there, which they're using this road and it's sort of getting in the way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Move It mod. I'm going to move this back. So anybody going through will go that way, and anybody wanting the cargo station will come this way. So nobody coming along here should not stop in the cargo station. That is the overall idea. And then just up the road here in Sunnyside Farm, we've got this road is just causing all sorts of problems. But you've got a roundabout here that's not being used at all. And then we'll make sure they've got... I don't want them cutting across the traffic. If they go this way, there is another roundabout up there. We can only turn right. And then just keep going. And then that should, hopefully, let's do that, 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 and let's do that. That should stop all this backing up. Look, already, most of the cars are gone, look. So any sort of really busy through roads that you've got like that, this 4-lane road, did I not do this one here? I've done it now. This 4-lane road is like the best one to use. Just gives everybody room to breathe and keep moving. And over in the forestry district here, you've got a similar thing. Look, this road is coming all the way up here, joining here right after a roundabout. And then that one's deleted already. And that should then, let's do that. And let's take out that, because that was there from before we connected the road. Instead of going up there, which these boneheads are still going to do, they'll come up here instead. There we go. And that will keep all of this moving down here. So really sort of think where you're putting your road junctions, like this one. I mean, you've probably got, are these just trees here? They are. So we're going to get this road again. And we are going to go there. And dedicated turning lane. So this junction is now not right next to that one. It's all the way down here. And it just spreads out the junctions even more to help things work better. These guys are still trying to get out. They'll get there eventually. Hang on, hang on. That goes straight across there. I've got to watch for that because that's from before this road was connected. So it's all confused. Now we get the dedicated turning lanes and everything. Oh, look, this is much better. Look at that. Give them more lanes, set it up properly, and it's not as bad as it was, which means this will start going down and all keep moving as well. Excellent. What are we at? Oh, another autosave. Quick sip of tea. We're growing. Look how much money we're making. People are moving back in again. And we're at 68%. And just another little tip, where you've got really busy roads like this, remember this is where we moved this industrial steel plant to earlier, don't put a load of high traffic objects like incineration plants right smack bang onto a main road like this. Or at least make sure it's a road that has the what's it called, median down the middle. So, but the best thing is just to put them off on their own road. So I mean, we could, there's not a huge amount of traffic coming down out of here. There we go, dedicated turning lanes. Excellent. So that is going to stop any cars coming across here blocking this up. Yeah, and they just get their own little lanes in and out. It just works so much better doing it like that. And this isn't too bad. That's got access everywhere. Yeah, fantastic. There's our oil industry. Looking so much better than before. Right, so the traffic is getting better. We're sort of hovering around the 74% mark, but we do have a few little hot spots that tend to pop up from time to time. So like you've got here, we've got all these junctions right by the roundabout, and it's just sort of slowing down the movement in this area. Let's just check out how you've got this roundabout set up. I think that one's okay. So you've got all the giveaway signs, you've got no lane changing in the middle of the node. So when they get to a node, they can change lanes, which is good. Up here, I think we've got this set up right. So there's no hawky-balky turning around and doing weird stuff. They can go straight through. I need some lane mathematics on this junction here. So let us just grab this 2-lane one here. So we've got 3 lanes. One goes off. We're making that down to 2. And then one comes back on again over here. We're going to do that in both directions. That's it. And then where the lanes come out and join, we can say join together like that. Join together like that. Don't really need that there anymore. And let's do it this way as well. So here you've done, which is fine. You've got 2 going into 2. Which then goes into 4. So yeah, that's okay. Actually, no, we don't want that because you don't want to force people off. I'm going to do that to get a dedicated turning lane there. Oh, another autosave. Quick sip of tea. So I think a lot of the problems that you had was the planning of your roads. Too many junctions too close to each other. Not giving people options to get to where they wanted to go. You know, things that probably snuck in over the course of building up your city. Also with your industries, really giving them options to get on and off the highway, bigger roads, particularly you know, not using just 2-lane roads on every single road in your industry, but giving them some of those 4-lane roads, 2 lanes in each direction, can really help minimize the traffic, spread out those cars, give them more options. And also, like this area here where we first started, you remember this big steel factory was on this main road that was coming through here. All of these incinerators were on this main road as well, and it was just getting far too clogged up and too busy. So giving them their own little access. As you can see, the cars coming out of this road here, there's hardly any coming out for all of these buildings. But that's, instead of them driving across the road and blocking up all the traffic, that works much better. And also for your cargo rail hubs here as well, just making sure that the route that you've set up, you're going to have some cars that are going to use it as a cut through. So give them an option, and then make sure all of the ones that want to drop off their cargo come down here and use a separate road. But this is all moving so much better. Because if you remember, we spread out the junctions or where the roads lead onto this roundabout just to give the cars and trucks time to leave the road onto the roundabout and get onto the next road. So yeah, look out for that when you're setting up your roundabouts. Also, something that's always worth doing is you've used these highway roads to make roundabouts right in the middle of a built-up area of your city. And what happens is you've got the crossings here. So if somebody wants to get from this side to the other side, they've got to cross over, stop the traffic, cross over, stop the traffic, cross over to get... Here we go. Look at this person here. Look, slowing down the traffic. Actually, they're going that way. But you get the idea anyway. So certainly upgrading these to something like this. And so we're using some normal 3-lane roads and some pedestrian bridges over the top. And you can already see all the pedestrians that are using these to cross over instead of stopping the traffic. So that's just going to keep stuff moving much, much better. So let's take a quick look at what we're at. We're at 73%. So I think I just need to let this city run for a little bit more, and hopefully we'll get to that magic number that I like to get to, which is 80%. And finally, 81, 82%, which is absolutely fantastic. Yes, there's still a couple of little red hot spots down here by the industry, but that is all moving fine. So yeah, I'm very pleased with that. So let's finish off with a little ride over the city, enjoy our handiwork, and just to say thank you very much for sending this city in to be fixed. If you would like me to take a look at your city, the link is in the description below where you can submit it. Be sure to fill in the form correctly. Give me a good picture. Let me know what problems need fixing, and I will gladly take a look. Thank you very much for your continued support. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.